Everybody's favorite competition. The UEFA Conference League is back. The second season of this great competition that UEFA invented. And for the first time ever, teams from Kosovo, Liechtenstein, and Lithuania will be playing in a UEFA competition group stage. And that's what makes this competition so great. The smaller nations across Europe get an opportunity to compete at a higher level in Europe. So you know what to do. As the previous in the Europa League and the Champions League group stage predictions, you give three things. Your predictions in the comment section down below, you hit the like button, and you subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And if you want weekly coverage of the Conference League, this is the place to be. Further ado, let's get to the predictions. In Group A, we have Başakşehir, Fiorentina, Hearts, and RFS. So in fourth position, I have RFS from Latvia, debut appearance in the European competitions. And I did watch RFS against Hoiko in the Champions League qualifying rounds, and they did put up a good fight. The Brazilian left winger Emerson caused a lot of trouble, but RFS, I think they're going to struggle in this group, especially because these are some tough teams. RFS, fourth position. And in third place will be Hearts, back in Europe for the first time since the 04-05 season. Two players, Liam Boyce and Barry McKay, will need to replicate the performances they showed last season to progress out of the group. It's a great occasion for Hearts. They're in a tough group with Başakşehir and Fiorentina, so I have Hearts in third place. In second place, I have Başakşehir, good squad with the likes of Oscar and Biglia running the midfield, Okaka up top. Başakşehir will compete against Fiorentina. Of course, they still also have Mesut Özil, but Başakşehir might have to win at home and see if they can get an away point against Fiorentina. That's the way they're going to finish top in this group. I think they'll finish second. And in first place will be Fiorentina. I love Vincenzo Italiano. What a manager he is, with good players like Jovic, Barak, who they picked up, Milinkovic, and Nicolas Gonzalez. I think Fiorentina have all the recipes to win this competition and progress out of the group in first position, and they should. They have the best squad by far. So first place, Fiorentina. Group B, we have West Ham, FCSB, Silkeborg, and Anderlecht. In fourth position, I have FCSB. Inconsistent start to the season, but can score, but also can concede. Correa needs to continue the form he showed in the qualifying rounds for FCSB to advance out of the group. This, I would say, is the group of death in the Conference League. Also, maybe Group D. But this is a very tough group, and I could see FCSB struggling to make it out, so I have them in fourth position. In third place, I have Silkeborg from Denmark. Debut appearance in Europe. A very good team in possession. The thing for Silkeborg is, watching them against Hoiko, they're just not clinical enough. And that's what could derail them in this group. But watch out for the midfielder, Nikolai Valius. Absolute baller in the midfield, was creating everything for Silkeborg, running the show, so he's a player to watch out from Silkeborg, but I have them in third position. Second place, I have Anderlecht with new manager Felice Mazou. You guys might remember him from Union Saint-Gilloise last season, and Wolves loanee Fabio Silva plus Inter loanee Esposito. Anderlecht have a very good team, and I think they will want to make a deep run in the Conference League and also compete for the Belgian League title. But for this group, I have them in second place. And in first place will be West Ham United. Spending, huh? We're not familiar with West Ham when it comes to spending, but look at the players they have. They can now field a little bit of a weaker squad in the Conference League, because last season with the Europa League, they fielded basically their best 11 all the time, and I think that will give them experience heading into this Conference League season, and they will definitely be one of the favorites when you have the likes of Lucas Paqueta, Cornet, Scamacca, a lot of good players, so I expect West Ham to finish first in the group. We move on to Group C, where we have Hapoel Beersheva, Villarreal, Austria Vienna, and Lech Poznan. In fourth position, I have Lech Poznan. Terrible start to this season, struggling against Vikingur from Faroe Islands and Dunderlag from Luxembourg. But with Izak up top, they have a threat, but Lech Poznan have been struggling. They've been conceding. They haven't been clinical enough. I don't know what to expect from Lech Poznan. They're not heading into this competition with the greatest confidence. I could see them finishing fourth in the group. In third place, I have Austria Vienna, conceding for fun so far in the Austrian Bundesliga, already conceding 12 goals. But when you have the likes of Gruber and Braunoder need to be the main players for Austria Vienna to progress. And look, they have a chance to finish in the top two. I would easily say second place, but they've also been struggling this season. So I could see them conceding goals in this group, so I have them in third position. And in second place, I have Hapoel Beersheva with Selmani and Suleimanov, who they picked up from Krasnodar in attack plus defensively very good. I could see Hapoel actually pulling off maybe, I guess, a surprise and finishing second in this group. And in first place, who else? Villarreal, the Yellow Submarine, one of the favorites for this tournament as well, with Unai Emery. When Unai Emery enters a European competition, yeah, you just might want to get out of the way because he's so good in this competition and any European competition. So Villarreal, we know what they have. Great possession-wise, just need to be clinical. If they're clinical with Danjuma and Gerard Moreno, they're going to be good. I have Villarreal first in the group. We move on to Group D, where we have Slovako, OGC Nice, FC Köln, and Partizan. So in fourth position, I have Slovako, debut appearance in a European competition. Havlik in the midfield will need to be strong, but Slovako, who were actually impressive against AIK, obviously picked up a 3-0 win at home. This is a very tough group to come out of. Now, this is a great opportunity for them, European experience, but I could see them struggling. Fourth place for Slovako. Third place, I have Partizan. Poor start to the season, and defensively in Europe have struggled. You know, conceding 3 against Hamrun Spartans of Malta. But still, with Nacho and of course Ricardo Gomez, Partizan can be a threat. But they're against Nice and FC Köln, and with the form they're in, it's not a recipe for success. So I have them in third place in the group. Second place, I have Nice. Lucien Favre back as manager. Lots of quality add to the squad. Pepe, Schmeichel, Ramsey, the likes of them. But the play on the field has not equaled that. And I don't know if it's Lucien Favre, but this side just don't look that good. They really don't. So I have Nice struggling in this group, but still have enough quality to finish second. And in first place, I have FC Köln. Baumgart, great manager, great in possession, need to be clinical. So Kainz and Dice need to be the main scorers for FC Köln to finish first. FC Köln actually almost didn't make it out of the playoff round, losing at home, but then doing a comeback away from home. So FC Köln can struggle, but I see them finishing first in this group. We move on to Group E, where we have AZ Alkmaar, Apollon, Vaduz, and Dnipro. So in fourth position, it is Vaduz. But what an amazing story this is. First ever team from Liechtenstein to compete in Europe. An unbelievable qualifying rounds, beating the likes of Konyaspor from Turkey and Rapid Wien from Austria. And even more impressive since they compete in the second division in Switzerland. And they're second bottom last I checked in the Swiss second division. Great story for Vaduz. Great money, great income into the club. And look, this is going to be a fantastic story to follow. Will they suffer some harsh defeats? Most likely, but hey, it's an experience the players and the manager and the fans will always remember. But unfortunately, I have Vaduz in fourth position. In third position, I have Dnipro 1. Debut appearance in Europe. How prepared will they be for Europe? Dovbyk as striker needs to be clinical. Dnipro 1 are actually a quite decent side, but AZ Alkmaar, Apollon are a good team, so I have them in third position, Dnipro 1. Second place, I have Apollon, obviously Cypriot League winners from last year. Pitas on the wing is dangerous, but with a new manager, can they replicate that last year's performances this season? It's going to be interesting. They obviously did push Olympiacos to penalties in the Europa League qualifying rounds, but narrowly lost on penalties. So I feel like Apollon are a good team, and they will finish second in the group. And in first place will be AZ Alkmaar. Great attacking side. When you have Pavlidis at striker, so clinical. So AZ Alkmaar will be clear favorites in this group, and I could see them winning this group by 5 or 6 points. I think they're just a really good attacking side. AZ Alkmaar will easily finish first in this group. We move on to Group F, where we have Molde, Ghent, Shamrock Rovers, and Djurgården. In fourth position, I have Shamrock Rovers. Back in Europe for the first time since the 11-12 seasons, Shamrock will need to be defensively strong if they want to have a chance of progressing out of the group. They did put up a good fight against Ferencváros, for example, in the Europa League qualifiers, but I feel like Shamrock will struggle, but also great experience for the players and the fans to be back in Europe. But fourth place for Shamrock Rovers. And in third place is Djurgården. Debut appearance in Europe for the Swedish Giants. Vaikum on the wing, the Norwegian winger, is very, very creative. He is going to be a handful for a lot of these teams. And also Ekdal at center back, a very promising young center back. Djurgården, amazing fans, amazing atmosphere. I could see them doing something special in this group, but I'm going to say third place just for now. But they did an impressive victory over Upwell. Djurgården, third place. Second place, it is Molde on great form in the Elitserien and great comeback against Wolfsburger away from home as well. Brunhildsen has been great form, plus Breivik in the midfield. So Molde, they are coming into this competition on fire. And I think they can finish second in this group. And don't be surprised if Molde make a deep run in Europe. Second place for Molde. First place will be Ghent, with new signing Kupres, who is a proven goal scorer, plus getting Jens Hauge on loan from Eintracht Frankfurt. Just defensively, I have a couple of question marks with Ghent, but the attacking prowess on this team is very scary, and I see them finishing first in the group. Group G, where we have Cluj, Sivaspor, Slavia Praha, and Balkani. So in fourth position, it is Balkani. Debut appearance in a European competition. The first ever Kosovoan side to appear in Europe will be a great opportunity for the players. They're in a tough group. I'm going to say this right now. If Balkani win 1 or 2 games, great achievement. I think they should clap themselves and be proud of what they have achieved so far. So I feel like Balkani will finish 4th in the group, but I hope they surprise. 3rd place, I have Cluj, really struggling to score this season, and the play on the field hasn't been good enough. Scrape past Maribor and Shakhtar, it hasn't been the prettiest sight. I have to be honest, I could see them struggling in this group to score, but they have enough quality to finish 3rd in the group. 2nd place, I have Sivasspor, have had a terrible start to the season. Gradel plus Yatabara need to pick up some form because Sivasspor have leaked so many goals for fun thus far this season, but they have a lot of quality. And that's what I'm banking on for them finishing 2nd in the group. 1st place, it is Slavia Praha. Have been so impressive in Europe the last couple of seasons. The likes of Olyanka on the wing plus Tes at striker. Slavia will be strong once again in Europe. Are they going to be a free scoring side like last year in the Conference League? No. Are they going to surprise? Maybe. Make a deep run into the tournament, but I feel like they will finish 1st in this group. We move on to Group H, the final group, where we have Slovan Bratislava, Basel, Zalgiris, and Punic. In 4th position, I have Punic. Their debut appearance in a European competition pushed Sheriff to penalties in the playoff round, but need to create more chances because they are actually a very good defensive team. But going forward, they must find a proven goal scorer. Will that happen? Time will tell. Great to see Punic make their debut in Europe, but I feel like they will finish 4th in the group. 3rd place, I have Zalgiris, the first ever Lithuanian side to make it into Europe. They've been really impressive so far in the qualifying rounds. They beat Malmo. They pushed Ludogorets to the brink in the playoff round. Zalgiris are a very good attacking side. On the counter-attack, they have been impressive, but they have leaked way too many easy goals, right? It's not that they have leaked goals. Very costly mistakes. But I feel like Zalgiris can be a fun team to watch in the Conference League this year. I have them in 3rd position. In 2nd place, I have Slovan Bratislava. Can finish better than 3rd last year in the Conference League. Chuck Vetasde on loan. Good signing plus Ramirez at strike. Slovan look good, but do they have enough to push Basel in this group, even though Basel haven't looked the greatest? Maybe not, but I have Slovan Bratislava 2nd in the group. And in 1st place, I have Basel. This is just not the Basel that we know. Struggled this season with scoring. That will be the big issue in this group. They have a very good left back, Palmer. He is very impressive. But Basel have been very interesting the last couple of seasons. It's not the Basel that we used to know when they had the likes of Shaqiri and Granit Xhaka and these sort of players, Mo Salah. But yeah, I don't know what it is with Basel nowadays. If there's any Basel fans, let me know what has been the struggle for them in the last couple of years. I still think they have enough quality to finish 1st in the group. So there you have it, the UEFA Conference League group stage predictions for this season. Can't wait for this competition. It always has these interesting storylines like Zalgiris, Balkani, Vaduz! We have a team from Liechtenstein playing in Europe. What an amazing occasion. Cannot wait to see how they will do. If they win a game, we should all celebrate. So let me know your predictions in the comment section down below. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. But further ado, have a beautiful day. Stay safe in this crazy world. And adios.